Alright guys, today's video is something I've been wanting to try for a long time. Every rider dreams of doing clean wheelies, not those sketchy 2-second half lift fails. I'm talking real smooth balance point wheelies. But here's the catch. Not everyone has the money for a $3,000 Saron or a $4,000 Teleria. So I went hunting for a budget-friendly e-bike that can actually lift, balance, and hold a wheelie. And today, I finally test one. Let's see if a cheaper bike can really hang with the big ones. Before I show you the bike, let me tell you what makes an e-bike good for wheelies. It's not just power. You could have a huge motor and still struggle if the weight is wrong. A good wheelie bike needs instinct torque. The bike should lift without forcing it. Short wheelbase. Long bikes need way more strength to bring up. Lightweight. The lighter it is, the easier to control. Good rear brake feel, because the rear brake is your life when you're high. And smooth throttle. Jerky controllers make you flip backwards fast. Most expensive e-motos have this, but the question today is, can a cheap bike do it? So the bike I picked is the Studio Soleil 01, and hear me out, this thing is way cheaper than a Saron, but surprisingly capable. Why I chose it? It's compact, it's light compared to full e-motos, it has a 2,000 watt motor with nice punch, it lifts easily even with mild throttle, tires are thick enough to grip, and most importantly, it's in that budget range. I've been seeing people pull nice wheelies on it online, and honestly, I wasn't sure if it was just good riders hiding the bike's weaknesses, so I had to test it myself. So when I first tried the lift, I expected it to struggle, but the moment I tapped the throttle, boom, front wheel came up clean. Not too fast, not too slow, just enough power to rise without throwing you backward. What surprised me the most? The bike feels super playful. The throttle is not twitchy, which is perfect for beginners. You don't need to yank your body too hard, the motor helps. The balance point is forgiving, not scary. I was like, okay, this is actually fun. I'm not even joking, I hit more smooth wheelies on this than on some expensive bikes I've tried. Now let's be real. This bike is not going to outrun a Saron. It's not going to beat a Teleria Sting in torque or top speed. But wheelies are more about control than raw power. And here's where the budget bike surprised me. It lifts almost as easily as a Saron. It's lighter, so the balance is easier. The shorter frame actually makes slow wheelies smoother. And the repair cost is way lower if you drop it, which you will. For wheelie practice, this bike is honestly more forgiving than the expensive ones. If you're a beginner learning wheelies, someone who wants to practice without spending $3,000 to $4,000, a teen rider who wants something fun, someone who wants a small e-bike for tricks, or someone on a tight budget, then yeah, this bike is a solid pick. If you want huge top speed, long range, and serious power for trails, then you probably need a higher end model. But for wheelies, fun, messing around with friends, and learning bike control, this thing is honestly perfect. I wasn't expecting much from a budget e-bike, but after trying it, lifting it, balancing it, and riding it for hours, it's actually a great starter bike if your goal is wheelies. Not too powerful, not too heavy, super playful, and cheap enough that you don't cry if you drop it during practice. If you're trying to get into wheelies but don't want to spend a fortune, this might be the best way to start.